Then Anand came and asked, "Praised be the World-Honored One. This being from peaceful heaven today offered water, bath, and food. In the former life, what has he done to earn such a merit so that his body is so beautiful and shining and so magnificent like that? His appearance is like a beautiful, precious mountain. Yeah. So magnificent, so majestic. What has he done? Could you please tell us?" So Buddha said, "Anand, listen, I will tell you. This being, a long time ago, at the time of the Buddha Tibati, he was a very poor person on the planet, probably this planet. Mostly he was going out to do any labor work to earn his living. One time he heard that the Buddha Tibati preaching in the assembly said that the merit of offering water to the Sangha to take a bath is very, very, very great merit. So he was so happy, he wanted to have this kind of merit. So he came home and he worked harder, you know. He went and asked everybody to give him the job and did this and that, a little handiwork everywhere. And then he saved all that money as much as he could. And then he used that money. And then he bought some special things for the bath, everything he could. And then also vegan food. And he prepared everything, you know, as much as he could. He invited the Buddha and the Sangha to come and take a bath and eat. Yeah, probably it was a small assembly, huh? I don't think anybody would like to invite this assembly to take a bath here and a vegan diet. You would like that, huh? I'm sorry, this is Indian, okay? Yeah. So after that, because of this merit, he was reborn after he died in this peaceful heaven. You should know, I told you already, but I tell you again, there are many different heavens, right? You know, right? Yes. Yeah. Even the astral level has 120 plus different kinds of heavens, different names. Okay? Anand, you should know, this being is not only today that he has invited me and the Sangha to take a bath and offered food to us. Even in the time of Buddha Tiki, he also went down to the earth and offered offerings to that Buddha also. Means from the heaven, peaceful heaven, he also came down another time and offered bath and food to another Buddha before him. Yeah. And then, even to the time of the Buddha Kashyapa, he also came down to do the same like today. He already offered similar to 7 Buddhas in 7 lifetimes, different Buddhas in different lifetimes. And then in the future, he will continue to make offerings to 1,000 Buddhas in the golden era, just like today. And then after he said that, he blessed this being with another 100 kalpa of kalpa and kalpa, meaning another many hundreds of eons, then he will become Buddha, this being from the peaceful land. Yeah. And then he will have all these beautiful titles that are assigned to the Buddha. And then he will save countless beings. I have goosebumps. I don't know why. Too much blessing. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Yeah. So everybody, THOΗ means Anand, means I, and all the assembly were so happy. And we all said, oh, the Buddha appearing in the world is so beneficial to all beings. Even though this person from peaceful heaven came down and offered just a little like that and has so much merit. Yeah. And then the Buddha said, yes, it's good that you understood all this. Very good. The Buddha came out into the world. The only goal is to save as much as possible all beings, to take them out of suffering and let them have merit and blessing to be happy from this life and the next to the next. And then after that, he gave initiation. They didn't say anything, but he let the assembly have the merit of knowing the real main Dharma. What is the real main Dharma? All the Buddha teachings, talking, is they call it Dharma anyway. So what is the main Dharma? Yeah, I guess it's just initiation. Okay? Yeah. And after that, many people attain the levels of maybe coming back one more time. But that's just at that time, eh? If they continue, then they won't come back again. It's just the level of the beings who attain at that initiation was maybe you come back one more time, or never come back one more time level. And everyone, other people were inspired to want to become a Buddha. Everyone was happy. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you. All right. This I promise you I'll read something, but this is a very long one. We do it one at a time, huh? Oh my God, I don't know if we can. I'm thinking. I have a couple more sutras printed out now from the internet. Thanks God we have it. Because I have some but at home, not here. I mean, in the other home. I can't just take everything with me. I didn't know I would stay this long. I didn't think about it. All right, so now this sutra is a very, very good one. Actually, very, very good. It explains many things in this world. There is a bodhisattva. Wow, there are so many names of hells even that you don't know of. And the bodhisattva in this sutra explains all kinds of hells and their names. I guess if other people who don't practice Guanyin method, maybe they heard of some of these, also very beneficial, so that they know they really exist. Because the Buddha doesn't tell lies. What for? Right? Okay. This bodhisattva, his name is Earth Store Bodhisattva. And why he has become Earth Store Bodhisattva and such. It's very, very great. This bodhisattva is a very great person. He comes up and down in this world and in hell to save whoever he can, whoever believes in him. But then beings, after hearing what he said and then change their way of life, then later fall back into the old habit again. So giving him a very difficult job. But life after life, he does this. Okay. Wow. Okay, I just read a little bit, okay, huh? And then if we have time, we'll continue. If we don't have time, then another day, another year, another lifetime. You understand now why in the old time people wanted to become a monk under Buddha's guidance. Because they had to go there and hear the Buddha day after day and write it down like in college, and keep it in order to understand or to know all that. And then when they go out in the 10 directions, they can preach to other beings who have not been able to see the Buddha. Yeah. Yeah, even just one sutra like this, you have to stay another 2 months. Or 1 month, yeah? Yeah. So imagine, yeah, that's why. Yeah, okay? And the Buddha has many sutras. He lived very long. He became enlightened at about 28, 30 years old. And he lived until 80-something, 50 plus long years. And then he preached all the time, most of the time. And Anand knew it all. And whatever he didn't remember or he was not there, then someone else noted. And so after the Buddha Nirvana, they assembled together and recorded all of this for us. And this is just one of many. Yes, very interesting, the life of the Buddha. Yeah. Wherever the Buddha goes, yeah, but you must understand, I have to tell you something. Like yesterday, we talked about the Bodhisattva Mao Gai Lai Ya Ya. Yeah? Yeah. Something like that. Okay, number one, magician, magical, powerful. And even though you heard Anand said, that he was flying together with the other disciples to this and that and that. But you must know it's not physical, okay? Yeah, not physical. Maybe he just appeared to this old man, monk, to try to teach him things. So in the spirit, in the meditation time, he took this old monk to go visit different hells. Because the hell that they visited, it cannot be manifested on top of the beach. Any beach like that, understand? Okay? If they both, flew like that away and then flew back and slowly descended to the earth in front of, the Buddha's ashram, then at least one or two people would have seen it. Understand? And then they would tell all the young monks. And then they would have to be so arrogant with him since that day. But they still didn't know. Nobody knew, see, until later the Buddha told them. So inside, just like sometimes you say you see me flying through your window or fly to your house and, comfort you or help you in time of need or just come to visit you. I'm not flying anywhere, okay? Don't ask me to do the show. It's not the physical body. You got it, yeah? Yes. You know by now. Many people saw me inside the house flying and all kinds of things, or take them flying to the other heaven and all that. I'm going nowhere. I have gone nowhere. That's why one of the Buddha's titles is not going, not coming. Yeah? Like that. So do not expect that one of my so-called great disciples holds your clothes and takes you up on top of the coconut tree outside or something. Understand? Yes. Yeah. All this has to be seen through the wisdom eye. If you practice hard enough, if you have good affinity, then you will see it like the Hong Kong sister, yeah? Or the Vietnamese American sister there, okay? Or many others, yeah, okay? The thing is, probably more of these are recorded at Buddha's time because they don't have anything to record. So Anand remembers everything and then they wrote it all down. But I give you each one a diary book. You write down all your stories, okay? We don't always have time to assemble and everybody tells their miracle stories to me or to everyone. Mostly when you say, okay, be short, just make sure, be short, symbolic. I don't even let you tell all the stories that happened to you yet even. Understand, during your meditation or without meditation even, inside miracle, outside miracle, tons. We can bring also many sutras, and then the later generations find it and read it to their children, just like today. Possible, yeah. You can write all your stories. I cannot always hear you, but if you write a book and then you leave it here, and I come back and sometime I will read it. Another thing is, maybe possible that at the time of the Buddha, the beings that he rescued had a greater affinity with him or had a higher consciousness. Indian people, even whoever is born in India, have a spiritual background. Easier to accept the Buddha's teaching and easier to assimilate and easy to practice. Okay? I don't say all are like that. But at that time, even more than now. At that time, life was more simple, yeah? Almost 3,000 years already, or even more. Life was more simple. People's minds were more purified, yeah? So it was easier for them to have more experience. I can see things like this, okay? So everything that seems like miraculous phenomena in here is all seen by the wisdom eyes. Understand? Yes. All right, good. Just like one sister says she saw a heaven gate here and some beings come down, from heaven and bodhisattvas come around, all that. She saw it, but many of you don't see. And if she tells you, then Anand will write it down. And then tell you later. Yeah. All right. This is a story of the Buddha. Thus I have heard, again from Anand. Thank you that he has remembered all this for us. And thank all the Sangha who collected them and wrote it all down. At that time, even how difficult it was for them. At one time, the Buddha was in the Trayastrimsha heaven, speaking Dhamma for his mother. His mother already passed away after his birth, remember? And she went to Sita heaven. Oh no, she went to this Trayastrimsha heaven. This is one of the heavens in the third world, okay? I told you every level has many, many heavens and different names. Yeah. You see that? Heaven is not all there is. You see, that's why heaven beings, they always come down and make offerings to the Buddha. And because of the offerings, he continued to be able to live up there. Many heaven beings cannot live there long. Maybe 2, 3, 5, 4,000, 100 years, but then have to be reborn again. But this one keeps continuing to offer to 7 Buddhas already. It means how many kalpas passed. And then another 1,000 Buddhas in the future. That means he will live long in heaven due to his merit of offering to the Buddhas. Yes. That was just symbolic only. Yeah? He cannot always manifest himself to go down and make offerings to the Buddha like that. But it's also because of his past merit. You see what I mean? He offered to the Buddha in the past one time. So that became like his karma, his tradition. So whenever the Buddha comes to this world, he also manifests himself from heaven and offers one time, bath and food. So history always repeats itself. If you do good things, you will continue to do that. Life after life. If you do bad things, you will continue in this evil path for a long, long time, until don't know when you wake up and then you change. At that time, numerous, uncountable, many Buddhas and great Bodhisattvas or Mahasattvas from infinite worlds in the 10 directions assembled to praise Sakyamuni Buddha. How Sakyamuni Buddha is able to manifest powerfully great wisdom and spiritual penetrations in the evil world of the 5 turbidities. They lauded how he regulates and subdues obstinate beings so they learn what causes suffering and what brings cessation of suffering and brings bliss. Each sends his attendants to pay their respect to the World Honor One. At that time, the thirst come one means not coming, not going, meaning the Buddha. Same, he has 10 titles. And thirst come one is one of his titles. Thirst come one means he just comes anytime he wants, anywhere he wants. He goes anywhere, anytime he wants. No come, no go. Yeah? Ru Lai. He smiled, the Buddha smiled and emitted billions of great light clouds, or light beams. Yeah. There was a light cloud of great fullness, a light cloud of great compassion, a light cloud of great wisdom, a light cloud of great prajna, a light cloud of great samadhi, a light cloud of great auspiciousness, a light cloud of great blessing, a light cloud of great merit, a light cloud of great refuge, and a light cloud of great praise. Yeah, each beam that he emits has special meaning and benefit to other beings, yeah? And this is also a thirst I have heard, meaning Anand wasn't there. He couldn't go to heaven. This means another person was up in there with the Buddha together, one of his disciples, and he came back and told the story. Just like one of your sisters, brothers tells the story that he went to heaven with the master CHINGHAI and all that, but you guys don't know. You see what I mean? Okay. So you would say, thus I have heard. Yeah? The sister from Hong Kong says this. The brother from America says that. Okay? Because you have not seen. He has not seen, but he heard a story. He was always next to the Buddha, so he heard many stories, so he remembered and wrote it down. After emitting indescribably many light clouds, he also uttered many wonderful subtle sounds. There was the sound of Dana Paramita, the sound of Shila Paramita, the sound of Shanti Paramita, means peace, you know, the sound that brings peace, just like the light cloud brings peace or happiness, things like that. The sound of Vijaya Paramita, I don't know all this, okay, sorry. Like Shanti, for example, is peace. Yeah, every other thing, I have to check the dictionary. The sound of Dhyana Paramita, that means meditation, yeah, samadhi. And the sound of Prasna Paramita. Prasna, I guess, is wisdom. There was the sound of compassion, the sound of joyous giving, the sound of liberation, the sound of no outflows, the sound of wisdom, the sound of great wisdom, the sound of lion's roar, the sound of great lion's roar, the sound of thunderclouds, and the sound of great thunderclouds. After he uttered indescribably many sounds, countless millions of gods, dragons, ghosts, and spirits from the Saha and other worlds. Saha means our world, okay? And other worlds also gathered in the palace of the Trayastrimsha heaven. They came from the heaven of the four kings, the Trayastrimsha heaven as well, the Suyama heaven, the Tushita heaven, the blissful transformation heaven, and the heaven of comfort gained through others' transformations. I told you, there are many heavens, and they have different names, okay? Yeah. They came from the heaven also of the multitudes of Brahma, the heaven of the ministers of Brahma, the heaven of the great Brahma Lord himself, the heaven of lesser light, the heaven of limitless light, the heaven of light sound, the heaven of lesser purity, the heaven of limitless purity, and the heaven of universal purity. They came also from the birth of blessings heaven, the love of blessings heaven, the abundant fruit heaven. Heavens have fruit. That's good for us, nah? In case you think you might be starving and having nothing to eat. Remember the heaven being from peaceful heaven, he brought down food, yeah, and all the delicacies from heaven to offer to the Buddha. So don't worry that you go starving in there, okay? Maybe you starve here, but not in heaven. Yeah, the no thought heaven, the no affliction heaven, the no heat heaven, the good views heaven, the good manifestation heaven, the ultimate form heaven, the Maheshvara heaven, and so forth, to the heaven of the station of neither thought nor non-thought. All those groups of gods, dragons, ghosts and spirits came and gathered together. Wow, even the heaven is very high of the thought nor non-thought. Means very peaceful there, yeah, no desire, nothing. And they still come down to worship the Buddha. Come down to that heaven, yeah, where his mother resides. His mother died after the birth and went straight to this heaven. And now he came up there to pay homage to her and preach the Dharma to her so that she can go higher. Moreover, sea spirits, river spirits, stream spirits, tree spirits, mountain spirits, earth spirits, brook and marsh spirits, sprout and seedling spirits. And you thought you were eating from your own hands, from your own planting. You have to always give thanks, okay? There are different fairies, spirits, and elements. They're helping with your plantation, yeah, with your trees, everything. Everything, we own everything to everything. It's not easy. It's not like we are alone. It's not like that. But of course you don't see them. They don't always manifest themselves for you to see, only when necessary. Oh, I forgot. You haven't eaten, right? Yes?
Yes.
Some yes, some no, right? It's okay? You won't die, promise? I also ate only once today. You also ate breakfast, right?
Yes,
Once.
yes.
Okay, we both won't die. I remember a few days ago you told me even, we won't eat. Because I told you about difficult, if we go somewhere else and how do we arrange the food and everything immediately. You say, we won't eat, we won't eat. Just talking easy, huh? Even I asked you to eat once a day, only one person volunteered. I did not say you should, I just say, would you like to, you know? Because after reading the 8 ways of purification, one of them is to eat once a day only at noon. You know, afternoon you won't eat again. Only one say I do, but maybe she didn't understand what she's up to. She didn't really get what I said, you know what I mean? She just came from the airplane and still... Still jet lag, yeah, and then anything master say, it's good, you know. If master says so, it must be good. So, okay. I guess she changed her mind, 1,000 times already. Yeah. I didn't say you should, you know. I said according to that, wouldn't any of you want to, follow up? Nobody volunteered. Nada. Not even one hand came up. It's okay, please don't die, okay? Until the next meal. It will still be there waiting for you after we finish. Or you want me to finish now and come back later? No. You sure about that? Yes. You're not cramped or anything? No. Oh dear, I am. I was hoping you say yes, master. Please come back later. Okay. On the strength of your blessing, I continue to sit here. All right. So you see, there are so many, even day spirits, night spirits, and space spirits, heaven spirits, food and drink spirits, grass and wood spirits, and other such spirits from the Saha, our world, and other worlds came and gathered together. Wow. So now you know why I tell you before you eat you should give thanks. Okay? Thank all who helps to manifest this food for you. In addition, all the great ghost kings, wow, from the Saha and other worlds came and gathered together. Imagine, even ghosts, they have it better than us. Huh? Many of you couldn't go to heaven where the master went. Huh? Some people can, but some cannot. But the ghosts, they all can come. What? They were the ghost king evil eyes. Oh God, even then has enough power to go up to this. This heaven is not very high, okay? Yeah, of course not above the 3 worlds. Okay. So many of them are allowed to enter, I guess just temporarily. Let me see, is that the 3rd heaven? Or this Atri himself? I was thinking it was the 3rd heaven, but maybe not. So many names, I might forget. Let me think. Sorry, just 2nd level. Border in the 3rd level. Yeah, one of the heavens in the 2nd level. Even the ghost king blood drinker, oh God, the ghost king essence and energy eater. The ghost king fetus and egg eater, God. The ghost king spreader of sickness. The ghost king collector of poisons. The ghost king kind-hearted. Oh, thank God for a change. The ghost king blessings and benefits. There are 2 kinds, positive and negative. Even in the ghost kingdom, there are 2 kinds of ghosts. The ghost king great regard and respect, and others, etc., etc. Only the ghost kings can come, huh? Maybe the subordinate ghosts cannot come. Yes. I guess somebody has to govern these spirits and these ghosts, So maybe the king of the ghosts doesn't mean he's one of them. Yeah, probably he's just assigned to govern these ghost kingdoms, to take care that they don't do wrong things, they don't drink, eat people in the wrong area. Maybe not to touch the virtuous people, yeah? Maybe like that. At that time, Shakyamuni Buddha said to the Dharma Prince, Bodhisattva Mahasattva Manjushri, here, Manjushri, yeah. Have any of you heard this story about Stoa Bodhisattva already? Yes or no? No. Mongolian? No. The Tibet monks don't read this, don't give you all this.
No.
Mm. They should have, should translate to other countries' language also, no? And Tibetan is Buddhist country, Buddhist race, so probably they should know, but maybe they don't read it. They don't give it to the lay people. When you ask, you probably have. When you ask, you might have it. The Buddha said to Manjushri, as you regard these Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, gods, dragons, ghosts, and spirits from this land and other lands who are now gathered in the Trayastrimsa heaven, do you know their number? Manjushri is supposed to be very wise, and knowing a lot. So Manjushri said to the Buddha, "World honored one, even if I were to measure and reckon with my spiritual powers for 1,000 aeons, I would not be able to know their number." Whew. So we give up. If Manjushri cannot for thousands of aeons, what about us? Forget it. The Buddha told Manjushri, regarding them with my Buddha eye, I also cannot count them all. Even the Buddha gave up. So, okay, we are not so bad, Even the Buddha cannot, the Manjushri cannot, then we don't feel that bad, do we? Do you feel bad? No. Good. It's a comfort to know that the Buddha cannot count, because too many that gather to any Buddha gathering, so many gods and ghosts and spirits all come to see him. Because it's rarely that the Buddha appears anywhere. Understand? If he's in Nirvana, nobody can see him, nobody can feel him. But if he appears already on the physical planet, then he can connect himself to all the other higher planets, higher level of spiritual. So then even heaven can see him. But if he's not manifested, then not everyone can see him, even heaven beings. That's why they all gather so quick, so great number, even the Buddha could not count. Those beings have been taken across, meaning have been liberated. Yes. Are being taken across, meaning being helped to liberate now, at this time. Or will be taken across. Those are spirits and ghosts probably have not been liberated yet, but will be. That's why Buddha say, already been done, or doing now, or will be done. Will be taken across, have been brought to accomplishment, are being brought to accomplishments, or will be brought to accomplishments by earth-store bodhisattva throughout many eons. All these beings have been helped, or will be helped by bodhisattva, called earth-store, Kristigava. I think it's Kristigava, right? I think so. If it's wrong, I will correct later. His name meaning earth-store bodhisattva. Manjushri said to the Buddha, "World honored one, throughout many eons I have cultivated good roots, and my wisdom has been certified as being unobstructed." That's why he's number one. Wisdom. When I hear what the Buddha says, I immediately accept it with faith. But sound hearers of small attainment, sound hearers, okay? You know what I mean? Kuan Yin people. Of small attainment means on a still lower scale of spiritual level. But sound hearers of small attainment and gods and dragons and the rest of the eightfold division and beings in the future who hear the thus come one's true and sincere words will certainly harbor doubts. Meaning the disciples of the Buddha, the sound hearers, the ones already been initiated in the sound and light method, but they're still too low level, they probably still doubt what the Buddha said. That how come the Kristigava Bodhisattva, meaning the earth-store Bodhisattva, has been able and will be able to save so many countless beings that even the Buddha wisdom, the Buddha eye cannot measure, cannot count. So some low-level being and other gods, some small diva and gods, they did not necessarily have enough wisdom to understand this. So God is not completely an ignorance. Understand me? Yes. Yeah. That's why many stories I told you before, some gods don't even know if the Buddha to be at that time was sincere or not. He has to come down and test him with fire, with swords, and with all kinds of suffering. Even if they received the teaching, your teaching, meaning the Buddha's teaching respectfully, they will still be unable to avoid slandering it. It happens. It sounds familiar to me. My own wish is that the world honored one will proclaim for everyone what practices that erstwhile Bodhisattva did and what vows he made while on the level of planting causes that now enable him to succeed in doing such inconceivable deeds. The Buddha said to Manjushri, by way of analogy, suppose that each blade of grass, tree, forest, rice plant, hemp stalk, bamboo, reed, mountain, rock, and mote of dust in a 3,000 world system was a Ganges river. Supposed to be so many Ganges rivers. Then suppose that each grain of sand in each of those Ganges rivers was a word, and that each mote of dust in each of those words was an aeon, an era. Then suppose each mote of dust accumulated in each of those aeons was itself an aeon. The time elapsed since erstwhile Bodhisattva was certified to the position of the 10th ground is 1,000 times longer than that in the above analogy. So, meaning? Infinite. Yeah. Infinite. Yeah. Yeah, some say infinite, some say infinite. I don't know who's wrong. The 10th ground. I guess one of the positions of the Bodhisattva, high order, so that he be able to do this work. Not every Bodhisattva can do this work. You have to be certified, by heavenly counsel, by Buddha's counsel, by the merit that he has done, that he earned this, 10th ground. Probably, like 5th level, 6th level, yeah. Okay. Probably they will explain what 10th ground is here. No, there's no. But sometimes the translation is not clear, We are 10th ground. 10th ground, there could be like the 10th merit or 10th level, okay? All right, and then never mind, just accept it as it's a very high level. Powerful, yeah? Otherwise he couldn't do what he has done, is doing, and will be doing. So, even longer was the time that he dwelt on the levels of sound hearer and pratyekya Buddha. Sound hearer. Even he, practiced as sound hearer, Quanning method, listening to the sound. And he has also been pratyekya Buddha also, meaning the Buddha that doesn't teach. Enlighten himself, but he doesn't teach. Okay? So it's a long time, longer than that. So he has been sound hearer for infinite time already, and he has been a lone Buddha, for a long, infinite time already. Yes. Manjushri, the awesome spiritual strength and vows of this Bodhisattva are inconceivable. If good man or woman in the future hear this Bodhisattva's name, praise him, behold and bow to him, call his name, make offerings to him, or if they draw, carve, cast, sculpt, or make lacquer images of him, such people will be reborn in the heaven of the 33,100 times, and will never fall into the evil paths. Manjushri, indescribably many eons ago, during the time of a Buddha named Lion Sprint, complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one. It's the title of that Buddha a long time ago. Okay. Erstwhile Bodhisattva Mahasattva was the son of a great elder Are you interested still, or are you sleeping, or you bored? It's good? Good story?
Very good.
Oh. Ian, in this time. How can? You okay, yeah? Not tired, your intellect or anything? Yeah. Okay. Even if you don't believe all this, it's okay to listen to the story, which awakens your interest in spiritual practice, okay? I mean, awaken not only inspires you, reminds you, encourages you, pushing you up, okay? Every good story is never too many, huh? Because in this world, we hardly hear many good stories, yeah? Many spiritually encouraging true stories, or not true stories. Even if the Buddha was to make up this story, he's an incredible author. He should be bestseller of our time, of all time, right? Yes, incredible that he told all these stories. I mean, it's in heaven, but somebody went out to earth and told Anand, and then Anand recorded it for us. It's incredible, the story that we should hear. It's only 2,000 something, 3,000 years ago. It's not like a long time ago, you know? It's not long. Imagine when we were born and now we're 60 already, so a couple 10 times that, and then it's 1,000 years. Yeah? And 3 times like that is 3,000 years. It's not long, okay? It's a true story, yeah. No one can imagine such story. Okay, with all the names and all this, okay? All right. The Earth-store Bodhisattva was the son of a great elder. That elder's son, upon observing the Buddha's hallmarks and the fine features and how the 1,000 blessings adorn him, asked that Buddha what practices and vows led to his gaining such an appearance. It must be the inside manifestation, you know. View with the wisdom eye, not the outside. You know, with lipstick and high heels and all that. It's not. It's the inside, okay? How come he has such a magnificent, majestic feature, that Buddha, at that time? So the lion sprint, complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one. It's a very long title, yeah. And you complain that the Supreme Master CHINGHAI is long title. This is longer. He said to the elder's son, if you wish to have a body like this, you must first spend a long time liberating beings who are undergoing suffering. This is an inside manifestation, not the outside. Yeah, many people see a Buddha just like a physical being, but many have open wisdom eyes or have merit enough, they see the Buddha in different appearance, beautiful, magnificent, majestic, and bright, all light shining in all directions. So this elder son was also pure enough to have seen this Buddha, a lion sprint. Okay, I just said that because it's a long name. Lion sprint, he's seen him in this kind of spiritual body. So I thought, why so beautiful like that? What did you do? All right, so he said, you have to save all beings who are undergoing suffering, many, and then you have such a body like this. Manjushri, this is Shakyamuni Buddha talking now. Manjushri, that comment caused the elder son to make a vow. So he vowed, from now until the end of future time, which is no end, right? Throughout uncountable aeons, I will use expansive, expedient devices to help beings in the 6th paths who are suffering for their offenses. Only when they have all been liberated will I myself become a Buddha. Wow. Therefore, he's still always a Bodhisattva. Second level to Buddha. From the time he made that great vow in the presence of that Buddha until now, hundreds of thousands of nayutta of inexpressibly many eons have passed, and still he is a Bodhisattva. I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Another time inconceivable as Samkhya eons ago, means numerous, uncountable. There was a Buddha named Enlightenment, Flower, Samadhi, Self-Mastery, King, thus come one. It's also very long. Probably I have to collect some names to make myself seem more important, eh? Master CHINGHAI is too short. Even Supreme Master CHINGHAI is too short. Just one more. I have to collect some. I have to think of some names, some titles. No? Okay. That Buddha's lifespan was 400 million Asamkhya years. So it's not short-lived like Sakyamuni Buddha. That was Anand's fault, because the Buddha intended to live longer because he has attained this much longer lifespan power. Understand? He attained something, then he can live many aeons, or at least many thousands of years more. But he asked Anand 3 times. He didn't say anything. And then after that, the Maya came and asked the Buddha, okay, nobody say anything. Seems like nobody wants you to stay here, so you go to Nirvana. So the Buddha said, okay, in 3 months. In 3 months I will. But it's not Anand's fault, actually. It's just probably the collective karma of the earth at that time, that would make Anand so dumb and not speak like that. Yeah. But the Buddha's fault also. Why ask Anand? Yeah. Don't ask Manjushri or Mahakashyapa, These are more neutral monks, Anand has been too long next to the Buddha all the time. He relies on him all the time, like a son to a father. He doesn't grow so fast. Too spoiled. Yeah? Everybody respect him, ask him this, ask him that. May I go to see the Buddha? And Anand would say yes or no. That's powerful, And then everything he asked the Buddha, Buddha always told him. So he was not used to being asked. Understand? It's Anand who asks all the time. So suddenly the Buddha asked him a question. He was not trained to answer. Yeah, the Buddha should know. If the Buddha asked me, if I was there at that time, I should say, don't ask him, Master, ask me. Or no, ask Sariputra, ask Manjushri, ask Mahakashyapa, or Maudalagayaya. Yeah. Okay. During his Dhamma image age, meaning the Dhamma flourishing time of his lifetime, there lived a Brahman woman endowed with ample blessings from previous lifetimes, who was respected by everyone. Whether she was walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, gods, or the small gods, gods surrounded and protected her, meaning heavenly beings surrounded and protected her. Her mother, however, embraced a deviant faith and often disrespected the triple jewels, meaning the Buddha, the Sangha, and the teaching. She, the mother, disrespected, looked down upon the Buddha, the Sangha, and the teaching. Okay. This is the Buddha continue talking. Her worthy daughter made use of many expedients in trying to convince her mother to hold right views. It sounds familiar to some of you, no? But her mother never totally believed. Before long, the mother's life ended, and her consciousness fell into the uninterrupted hell, meaning you never have a break from there. Never have a break. Means whatever punishment you take is continued day and night, every second of the life you have there. Never have a break. Some hell have a break. This hell isn't. You remember the story I told you? A joke? No. Okay, a person did many bad things and went down to hell. And the king of hell say, okay, you are bad but not too bad, so you may have a choice. You can go around checking which hell you want to reside in. So he went everywhere. He saw somebody was cut in half there, somebody was hanged there, somebody burned in fire, somebody put in boiling oil. And he said, no, this is too terrible. I cannot bear it. I cannot do it. It's too much suffering. So he went to another hell and he saw that somebody was sitting on the septic tank pool, but drinking tea and eating cake. So I thought, oh, that's not bad. I can bear it. This thing is terrible, but it's okay. It's not so much suffering like the fire on the boiling oil or the sewing body into different spare parts. So I said, I go here. Said and done, the king said, okay, up to you. And then soon the hell gate was locked, and the guy went into the septic tank pool, and he was about to order some tea. And then the devil ward, the guardian devil of that place said, okay, tea break is over, everybody turn back upside down. You like it, huh? Is it so funny? Huh? Is that funny? Wait until you get there. Then you won't laugh very much. Especially after the break is over. I'm telling you, laugh now, but be careful, all right? To laugh, but to remember, okay? Yeah.